You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Just something to me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus. This time we're delving right back into Coach Daddy Devin's path. Ooh, I cannot wait. So before that, y'all wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up. We've already got several new subscribers. It's already growing in size. I'm very, very happy you guys. We're already getting support from you guys. It's as low as $5 to join. You get permanent access to our community Discord server. Yeah, it really helps us. We're going to be doing an announcement video of what we're going to be doing in October, and it's going to take all the money we can possibly throw at it. So anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Good night, Carvine. I want to know what he likes doing. I want to know how he spends his days. I want to know how he looks standing at the edge of a lake, with sunset reflected in his eyes. I want to know how his fur smells in the August sun. I want to know how it would feel to hold his paw. I want to know him. I cannot see the surface anymore. It's serene here, yet I cannot calm myself down. There's no comfort in stillness. The sensation of sinking is overwhelming. It's unlike anything I've experienced. There's no ground under my feet, and I'm only descending deeper. Is this some sort of trial? It has to be. The boundary between the lake and me blurs. I spread my arms and start swimming downwards. Day 3. Snowflakes fall on my unfurled tongue, melting immediately. The warm glow seeps through the thin cover of clouds, and I bask in it, feeling it spread over my body. It's so good to be outside. My legs hurt from sitting for half the day, and I desperately need a coffee, but even just being back in the daylight instead of a stuffy lecture hall wakes me up. Okay, everyone, please gather here. Do you hear me well? Please, quiet. We have something important to tell you. Thanks, Devin. Professor Arn cleared his throat, his voice suddenly loud and commanding, but clear like morning air. Thank you, everyone, for participating in today's lectures. If you feel like discussing any of the topics covered today in more detail, we will be holding a seminar in the cafeteria before supper. The returning bus will depart at 1700 from the same spot we arrived at this morning. That should give you plenty of time. Remember, we'll be here tomorrow as well. We need to rush to see everything in one day. For now, you're free to do whatever you like. Thank you. Please don't be late. We won't be happy if we have to wait for you. 1700 hours. At least more than 2 hours, enough for dinner and a short walk around the town. Speaking of which, I need to get some food into myself fast. I think I stopped feeling hunger around the penultimate lecture, and I just fell into this numbness of energy conservation mode. Needless to say, my state is dire. I haven't really checked any places online, but it's not a terribly small town. I'm sure I can find something good easily. It would be nice to have company, though. Maybe Lake or Miko have some plans already, and I could join them. I find them both in the crowd, Blake talking with Jorgen and Rune, Miko with Travis, but I can't bring myself to walk up to either. I know who I really want to go out and eat with. Can I really ask him? I'm sure he already has plans. I bet he's going somewhere with Rune. Asking shouldn't hurt. Worst case, he'll just say no and I'll try to catch Lake. Still, my palms start getting sweaty as I approach Devon, repeating to myself that there's nothing weird with what I'm doing, like a mantra I cling to. Devon? Yes? Oh, Carvine, what's up? Everything's fine. Are you going somewhere for dinner? Lunch, yeah. There's a nice udon place around, supposedly the best Japanese restaurant north of Stockholm. I haven't tried much Japanese cuisine, but this sounds promising. That sounds nice. Yeah, can I maybe join you? Oh, Hesitation in his voice stings a bit, but maybe I just took him by surprise and he needs a moment to consider it. I think so. If you don't get bored with me, you can join me, sure. Oh, you're going alone? I look around and don't see Rune anymore, nor Arn or any other professor. It's just me, Devin, and a paw full of students left at the university parking. Yeah, that was the plan. Oh, the cursed English language. The lack of distinction between singular and plural you is a sad joke. One day I'll switch to using y'all and be the change I want to see. I'm already there! Because I'm Southern! I don't want to impose, but if you're fine with me joining you, I'd be happy to. You can come along, no problem. Though, let me warn you, udon is a peculiar dish. Not everyone likes it. I never tried it, but I'd be happy. I'd be happy too. I think I've had udon. Let's go then. It's 20 minutes from here, so we have quite a walk ahead of us. 20 minutes? Not too long for a walk, not at all. But my empty stomach cries hearing this. It's like, no, coffee time. Oh yeah, that's good. So we walk away from the university into the town that we've previously only seen through bus windows. It's cold and we don't talk much. Devin pushes through the snow, his broad back hunched like a shield. Actually, what's udon even? Have you ever tried ramen? Ah, yes, ramen is delicious. Udon is also noodles and broth, but it's closer to the principles of Japanese cuisine. The broth is very light, there aren't any extras, and the focus is on the ingredients. It's packed full of umami, too. Yep, I've had udon. I love udon. That sounds promising, though a bit plain. I like the richness of ramen. I like both. Maybe you'll like it, too. And we're here. It's the one with the neon. Is it the one that looks neon? Between cafes and clothing shops, there's indeed a small noodle shop crammed. A red neon sign in the window, packed full of people. I don't see a red neon. Oh, is that it? That might be it. You think we'll find a table? I hope so. They're supposed to be really good. If not, I would try again tomorrow, and we can think of something else now. Do you know of any other places around? Not really. I didn't check the map. Let's go in and check. I mean, you got Google on your phone. Or in this world's probably called Doodle or something. I don't know. As soon as we open the door, a mouth-watering smell of noodles and mushroom broth hits us, along with a wave of air so pleasantly warm that my tense muscles relax immediately. I take a deep breath in and my stomach rumbles with anticipation. All full. Indeed, all the tables are taken, but at least there's no queue. So, could we wait a bit, I think? We didn't have any better ideas anyway. Oh, I think the pair from the table at the window is just finished. Indeed, the caribou and cow hop off from their bar stools and head to the counter. Nice, we were lucky. The pair pays for their meal and heads to the door. We move aside to let them out, and the waiter already cleans the table and gestures for us to come sit there. We both sit down, Devin taking the seat further away from the door. Welcome to Ramen Udon. The waiter brings us 2 menus and takes a polite bow before returning behind the counter, back into the whirl of work. I take a glance at the laminated page, my eyes stopping on the section with udons taking a third of the whole menu. They also have rice bowls and katsu, but it's a place serving udon and it's my first and maybe the last time here. Going with their specialty seems like the only sensible option. What are you ordering? I think I'll take the basic udon and oyster mushrooms tempura. I think I'll have the same, then. I'm not sure what I could like or how big the portions are, so I'd rather try what Devin's having. Besides, this way I can't regret it if his order turns out to be nicer than mine. We could also take pickled vegetables to share as a starter. Oh, that sounds nice. I look through the menu for the items that Devin chose, and my eyes stop over on the prices. What's up? Nothing, just thinking about what to order to drink. How about a tea to share? I'm in the mood for jasmine green tea. Sounds good, yeah. I don't think I've ever tried it, either. But with this weather, a warm tea would be perfect. Hi, do you know what you're ordering, or do you need a moment? We already know. We'll take 2 kaki udons, 2 mushroom tempura, a set of pickled vegetables, and a jasmine green tea. Okay, thank you. I'll bring in the vegetables first, and you'll have to wait a bit longer for the dishes. We're quite busy at the moment. Sure, thanks. And the waiter bows once again, returning to the kitchen. A bit longer. I wonder how long it is. I'm starving already. These are very simple dishes, so maybe up to 20 minutes. I was a few times in a noodle bar in Toledo, and they were serving their bowls in like 10 minutes or less. Pretty much all you have to do is cook and drain the pasta, add warm broth, and add some garnish. The waiter comes back with a tray of 3 small dishes on it, filled with various pickles, shiitake, cucumbers, kimchi, then he puts them on our table one by one. Look at y'all, it is coffee time. Here are your vegetables. Enjoy. Thank you. And back into the kitchen they go. It should really be a busy time. Oh, I love marinated mushrooms. Marinated mushrooms? That's a radical idea. I never really liked these at home. I'm not sure if I knew what I was signing up for. I grabbed one with the chopsticks and I put it in my maw. It's chewy and slightly sweet. Honestly, better than I thought it'd be. But still, thinking of how much this all costs, it really takes away from the enjoyment. Carvine, are you sure everything's fine? Looks like something's bothering you. Don't worry about the prices. I brought you here, so I'm paying. Thank you. His words lift the weight from my chest and I sigh, only now realizing that I must have been frowning this whole time. I give him my warmest smile, truly grateful, because for the price of that meal, I can buy food for myself for almost a whole week. If I cook at the dorm. No problem. I remember how it was in my early 20s. I barely had any money that whole time. Just enough for gas, some fast food, and a beer once in a while. So, how did you like the lectures? Better than yesterday. It was nice to actually be in the building. Did you attend some as well? Yeah, I liked yesterday's lectures, so I thought I'd come and listen. And maybe I could learn something. And I'm glad I did, especially the ones about microbiology. I used to be good at biology in high school. Maybe I could study at a university one day. I know tuition is free here. I don't know if you'd be eligible for a room at the dorm, but why not? I mean, it's a few years out of your life, at least 3 years during which you can't work full-time. But if you had the time and money, you already moved here for a clean start. You might as well find a new profession, too. Do you have any ideas what you'd be doing after graduating? No, not really. It was just a funny thought I had while listening to the professor. I'd like to know more about the topic, and it's crazy to think I could enroll in the university for free and study the subject if I want. Just like that. Before I can open my snout, though, the waiter comes back, 4 steaming plates on his tray this time. And here are your dishes. Enjoy. 2 ornamental bowls with thick udon swimming in light broth, 2 wide plates full of oyster mushrooms and panko, a saucer with mayo sauce in the middle of each. Beautiful looking dinner, and the smell is even nicer than the sight. Thank you. Everything looks delicious. Oh, that was really fast. My stomach reminds me once again that I haven't eaten anything since very early breakfast. I wait until Devin grabs his chopsticks before digging into the food before me. Oh my, that's good. Frankly, I'd find anything delicious now. Even stale bread and water, but the crispiness of the mushrooms, the delicate crunch of the panko, and the chewiness of the noodles, it all works so well together. I think I'll become a fan. The broth is nothing special, but overall this is very nice. I wish I could afford it, though. Well, someday. I only have to finish the uni or a part-time job. So, about the university, I know some people make a second degree while in their 40s just because they finally have the time and money to go study something that used to be their hobby. It's an option. That's what I meant to say. You totally could do it. Yeah, I don't know if I will, but just the thought is nice. So I take it you're happy with the move here? It's nice here. I like the opportunities living here gives. I nod. It's true. Living here gives many opportunities, but I can't help but notice that how this isn't really an answer. But why would Devin hide anything? That would make no sense. Coming up with nothing, I discard the thought and focus on the food before me. Fishing the noodles out of the broth, I kind of wish Rune was here with us. I'm thankful for Devin for trying to keep up the conversation, but I feel incredibly tense eating together, like a tightly wound string ready to break. But beneath that, there's something else, a feeling that makes the corners of my mouth curve upwards. I'm out in a restaurant with just Devin, and he's paying me for my dinner. I just wish I could really enjoy it and not feel myself panicking. And how do you like it? It's delicious. Thank you for bringing me here with you, really. Not a problem, not at all. It's good to have company, and you're a good one. Thanks. Oh, ooh, oh my, that is cute! I try to be, but really, can I be good company for Devin? He's 10 years older than me, but what possibly I might know that he doesn't know already? Second, y'all, it is soda time. That's right, I have soda this time. Sugary! What do I have to offer but myself? But he says that he enjoys my company. He looks at me with an encouraging smile over his bowl of udon, as if trying to tell me this is alright. Maybe I can just accept it and be happy with this time spent together. Still, all this stays in the back of my mind as we eat, Devin telling me about his favorite places with food near his hometown. A diner serving the best pancakes, a taco place making their own tortillas, a ramen shop in Toledo he visited every time he was in the city. Can I be his friend, really? I try to get closer to him, but I'm not even sure why myself, but I don't think I truly believed it would happen. And now we're together in this in an udon place. Just the two of us, eating and chatting like good friends already. Maybe the barrier's just in my head. Maybe I'm second-guessing myself unnecessarily. The course was already set. Maybe this time I can allow myself to go with the flow and see where it takes me. Aw. Play it, Rune. That was nice. It's gotten a bit darker now, the sky taking on a reddish hue. It's almost sunset. How about a little walk? We still have almost an hour. Yeah, that's a good idea. How about going to the coast? The sunsets over the sea here should be spectacular. I wanted to suggest the same. Walks along the coast are a favorite of mine. So, which way? Here to the south. So we walk again, but this time with less snow and wind blowing in our faces. The weather is just nice enough so that I can look around and take in the views. Now really able to appreciate the town. And there's a lot to appreciate. The style here is different than in Anslo, and much different from what I got used to in my hometown, too. There's a lot of colors all around, and the buildings are tightly packed. Everything looks new or well renovated. It's obvious that the people here care about the place they live and work together on making it beautiful. Oh! What's up? It's a record store. What time is it? Do you think we have a minute? The absurdity of Devin asking me that hits me first, before I can process the intent behind the question. I wouldn't want you to miss out on the sunset because of that. I figured that you'd like to take some photos at the coast. 5 or 10 minutes won't make much difference. We have some time to spare. Besides, he seems to be so genuinely excited by the prospect that I couldn't say no. Want to come in too? Sure, it's been ages since I've been in one. Sweet smell of incense and new clothes greets us as we step into the store. That looks much, much better than I anticipated. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. And remember to check out that Patreon, y'all. Bye-bye!